Complications from the flu might send some people to the hospital. For others, though, it can cause severe life-threatening issues.
Yeah, that was the case for a Blountville woman who developed double pneumonia, acute respiratory distress, and severe sepsis, which led to her organs starting to fail. Doctors said her only chance for survival was a special technology only offered at a few hospitals nationwide.
Ainsley Daniel sat down with her and the doctor who saved her life. She joins us in studio with her story.
Yeah, Sarah, Casey, Shauna Schaefer and her husband both caught the flu in December of 2022. The two ended up in the emergency room, but were able to come home. A few days later, though, Shauna knew that something wasn't right.
December the 16th, I sat up on the edge of the bed and told him that I was going to die.
Shauna's husband, Tim, rushed her to the hospital.
The last thing I remember was the paramedic and the nurse and my husband being in the room with me. And that's the last thing that I remember until I woke up January the 23rd of 2023.
Her only chance of surviving was this machine.
Here is the console. It's got all the alarms, and we can control the flow and the amount of support we're giving to our patients. And then back here, this is the oxygenator. This blue tubing is where the deoxygenated blood comes in from the patient. It is pumped through this oxygenator. These are the oxygen tubings. And then here is where the blood comes out oxygenated and returns to the patient.
ECMO stands for extracorporeal membrane oxygenation.
It functions in a way as an artificial lung or a mechanical pump that helps to kind of rest the heart and rest the lungs in order to give patients time to recover from whichever underlying condition it is that put them onto the circuit.
In both lung and heart patients, it does the work of those organs to give them a chance to rest and recover from whatever placed them on the machine.
ECMO is, you know, in a lot of places considered kind of a last-ditch therapy, okay? These are the sickest patients in the hospital, and you know, for patients who go on with lung issues, the estimated survival is about 60%. For patients with heart issues, it's 40% or less.
Ballot Health has 4 machines known as circuits and can care for 2 to 3 patients at a time.
It's a tremendous thing for us to have in this region of the state. Because formerly, you know, we had been relying on teams from Vanderbilt to mobilize and fly in and cannulate patients and bring them back to Nashville.
I am thankful it was here so that my family could all be with me.
Shauna spent 29 days on the ECMO circuit. She had a tracheostomy and only has 57% of her total lung capacity.
I did have to retrain myself how to swallow. I had to have a couple of swallow tests done before they could actually give me something. And I would get like a half of a spoon to me, and I would get aggravated, and I'd put my hands down, and I would cry because it was so hard learning to do the things that I had done for so many years all over again.
She's in rehab for her lungs 4 days a week and has other doctor's appointments outside of that. She also still needs oxygen when she exerts herself and sometimes when she sleeps. Life looks very different for her now, and sometimes doctors can't tell her what to expect next.
Everybody's always like, "You're a miracle. That's amazing." It is amazing, but it's also hard at the same time.
There are little things that you can't do anymore, but you're here.
That's right.
As frustrating as those little things may be, what does it mean to you to be here?
Everything. It means everything to be here, to be able to be with my husband and my daughter.
Now, Shauna has tried to track down every person who had a hand in taking care of her, from the emergency room nurses to the medevac crew. But the care team at Ballad says that it's encouraging to see her, especially make it this far, and they hope to continue expanding their program there.
And certainly with outcomes like this, that's a great sign of expansion, but you can just tell how grateful she is for everyone in her circle.
Amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of people don't realize the care that comes afterwards, like she had just mentioned, having to relearn everything that she had done her entire life up until that point.
Yeah. Man, Ainsley, thank you so much.
Absolutely.